Ever felt like the world was screaming no at you?
Like every door you knocked on was slammed shut in your face? I know that feeling all too well. My name is Alex, and for years, my dream was simple: to be a writer. I poured my heart, my soul, my late nights and early mornings into a manuscript I called Echoes of Yesterday.
It was more than just a story to me.
It was a piece of my existence, bound in 300 pages. With trembling hands, I sent it out to my dream publisher.
Then another.
And another.
The rejection started as a trickle, then became a flood. Not a good fit, the market isn't right. Lacks commercial appeal. Each email was a small paper cut to the soul. I wallpapered my tiny apartment with them, a monument to my failure.
117 rejections.
Friends told me to move on, to find a real job.
My savings dwindled, and the flickering hope I held onto was nearly extinguished. I was ready to give up, to let the echoes of my own story fade into silence.
One rainy Tuesday, drowning my sorrows in cheap coffee, I got an email.
It wasn't another rejection. It was from a small, independent press I'd submitted to months ago and forgotten about. They loved it.
They actually loved it. We signed a contract, and I felt like I was walking on air.
Echoes of Yesterday was finally going to be a real book.
The launch day came, and I was a nervous wreck. The initial sales were modest. Okay, they were terrible.
The book barely made a ripple.
The crushing weight of disappointment returned, heavier than before. Maybe my critics were right all along. I was at my absolute lowest when I started receiving messages. Not from critics, but from readers. A soldier in a faraway land wrote that my book reminded him of home.
A young woman battling a serious illness said my characters gave her strength. A retired teacher told me he hadn't felt so understood in years. These weren't just messages.
They were lifelines. They were proof that my story, my little echo, had reached someone. It wasn't about bestseller lists or critical acclaim. It was about connection. That realization changed everything. I started writing again. Not for the publishers or the market, but for that one person in a coffee shop who might need to hear my story.
I wrote a new book, then another.
Slowly, almost imperceptibly, things began to shift.
Echoes of Yesterday, my supposed failure, started finding its audience through word of mouth.
It became a quiet, sleeper hit. The very publishers who had rejected me started calling.
It was a surreal, full circle moment. But this time, I knew my worth wasn't tied to their approval.
The journey taught me that perseverance isn't just about pushing through rejection. It's about finding your why. My why wasn't the fame. It was the connection. It was the soldier, the young woman, the teacher.
So, if you're out there, facing your own wall of rejections, remember this: your voice matters.
Keep going, not because of what you might get, but because of who you might reach.
Your echo is waiting to be heard.
Thanks so much for listening to my story. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content.
I'd love to hear about your own journey of perseverance in the comments below. Until next time, keep believing in your story.